Today, thousands of parents shed tears at night just to hear a hello or a greeting from their children. A mother sold the jewelry that was dearer to her than her own life. A father sold his land and assets to send his child abroad for a better future. But that same child, who was supposed to be their crutch in old age, drifted so far away that they don't even ask about their parents' well-being. In some homes, parents live under the same roof as their children, but because of the daughter-in-law, they cannot even hold their grandchildren in their arms. In some marriages, even a week hasn't passed before hearts drift apart. Divorces begin. Secrets, lies, and truths are revealed, and love turns into hatred. If hearts have grown distant, if you want to bring someone close to you again, then listen carefully to our words today until the end. A few months ago, I spoke about the secret practice of telepathy, about how to bring people back together who have separated or whose hearts have been broken due to resentment and hurt. How to bring back those loved ones who drifted away due to force of circumstance, or because we couldn't meet their needs, leading to bitterness and resentment. Now that conditions have changed, we are sad because of their absence and want them to return to us. That was one issue. How to do this. The second issue is that today, parents count the minutes to see their children. Mothers sell the jewelry that was dearer than their own lives. If a father has a house or a small piece of land, he sells it to send his child abroad for work, income, and money, hoping that one day they will become a pillar for the family. But unfortunately, today those same parents shed tears, longing just for a hello or a call from their children. The third form of pain and suffering for parents is living in the same house as their children but being unable to talk to them comfortably, out of fear of the daughter-in-law. Out of fear of the daughter-in-law, parents long even to kiss, hug, and play with their grandchildren because the next generation does not allow them to get close to their grandchildren. The fourth issue, or the fourth variation of the problem, is that marriages take place today. Not even a week passes before they say, "Respected master, sir, honorable sir, please give us a task." There is no compatibility between these two people. Their hearts do not grow close. It even happens that from their travels, what do they call it? They call it the honeymoon. They go on a trip, return, and it ends in divorce. All secrets and truths are revealed, all the filth of life and lies are exposed, and hearts become poisoned toward one another. My dear ones, I have said it many times and I will say it again, it is with deep regret that I say today many Muslims, especially us, are not getting married. We are doing business. What? Business, and in business, no one is willing to suffer a loss because the very name of business implies profit. When we want to propose for our daughter or son, we make such claims and praise them as if we have brought a star down from the sky. We say we have land, houses, apartments, and colorful cars in such and such city, or the father of the groom or bride says so and so is a general, a commander, or a high-ranking official, and so on and so forth. While many of these words are lies and exaggerations, a lie never remains hidden. Once the marriage takes place, within a week or 10 days, everything becomes clear. On the day of the wedding, from the type of gathering, the clothes, the lifestyle, and the behavior, the truth is revealed that there are no high-rise buildings, no excessive wealth, and no fancy cars that were described. These same lies and deceptions told during the proposal and marriage have caused divorces to begin after a month or a month and a half. Even if a divorce does not happen, these words and resentments remain between the husband and wife, and their hearts never grow close again. As a result, wherever a woman finds an opportunity, she goes astray, and wherever a man has more power, he too is drawn into deviation. Because society is more in the hands of men. Men are more prone to infidelity and going astray, even those women who are content and say, "I accept whatever God has destined for me. Whatever my husband may be, poor, uneducated, unemployed, or struggling with addiction, Even if they endure it, they still see their husbands gravitating toward other women, and consequently, homes lose their peace and prosperity. My dear ones, I stated all these things because if there is any kind of problem, a problem between husband and wife, between parents and children, between sister and brother, or between friends and acquaintances, if someone is upset with you and hearts have drifted apart, this practice is explained for such situations. Listen carefully. One more thing, another complaint has become very common today. The engagement or contract has taken place, but the wedding has not yet occurred, and in this interval, direct and excessive contact begins between the girl and the boy. All the words and behaviors that should happen after marriage occur before it, and as a result, the attraction and enthusiasm disappear. Then they say, Master, pray for us. While not everything is fixed with prayer alone, a person must also observe boundaries and principles themselves. For this reason, hearts drift apart from each other and affections grow cold. For anyone who, for any reason, has become distanced from their loved ones, whether parents, children, siblings, spouses, fiancés, or individuals whose relationships have soured, I will explain a very simple practice for all of them. A practice that requires no preparation, no barriers, no difficult conditions, and no restrictions regarding purity, ablution, or anything else. It is enough to simply pray. Perform your 5 daily prayers. For instance, if parents want to perform this practice for their children. Assume the child's name is Muhammad Usman. Let's assume the child's name is Muhammad Usman. After the prayer, recite the Darood Ibrahim once. Then recite Surah Quraysh 3 times, starting each time with Bismillah ir-Rahman ir-Rahim. Recite it as, Bismillah ir-Rahman ir-Rahim, Li Alafi Quraysh, Alaifam Rilatash Shatai wa Saif, Falyubudu Rabba Hadhal Bait, Aladi Atamaham Minju and Wa Amanaham Minka. Repeat this exactly, meaning begin the surah each time with Bismillah ir-Rahman ir-Rahim, and recite Darood Ibrahim once at the beginning and once at the end. Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala ali Muhammad, Kama salli ala Ibrahima wa ala ali Ibrahima, innaka Hamidin Majid. Allahumma barik ala Muhammadin wa ala ali Muhammad, Kama barakta ala Ibrahima wa ala ali Ibrahima, innaka Hamidin Majid. That was the Darood Ibrahim. Recite it once at the start and once at the end, and in between, recite Surah Quraysh 3 times, each with Bismillah. During the recitation, the person performing it must visualize in their mind the heart of the person whose affection they wish to regain. This means you should visualize that person in your mind so vividly as if they are sitting right in front of you, and point with the index finger of your right hand toward their heart. Meaning, draw their heart toward you, desire it, just as we gesture for someone to come toward us. In your imagination, place that person before you, and with your index finger, gesture toward their heart for them to come to you. Attract their affection toward you while you are reciting Surah Quraysh. After every prayer, recite Surah Quraysh 3 times, with Darood Ibrahim once at the beginning and once at the end. Before 21 days have passed, that person will turn back toward you. In this practice, nothing is fed to anyone, nothing is burned, and nothing is pressed or made impure. Only a gesture and heartfelt focus are required. In this practice, the most important thing is focus. If a woman is in her menstrual cycle and cannot pray, she should perform this practice at the same time as the prayer, meaning whenever the time for prayer arrives, she performs the ritual. Even though the prayer is not performed, the practice should be carried out. If you wish to create love between 2 people, visualize both of them in your mind. If parents want to make all their disobedient children kind to them again, they should visualize them all together and intend, O Allah, soften their hearts, place my love in their hearts, and connect their hearts with mine. Politicians can also perform this act to attract the love of the people. Teachers can perform this to make their students fond of them, spiritual masters for their disciples, and even employees suffering from the unjust behavior of their boss can perform this to soften his heart. In short, this practice is intended to soften hardened hearts and eliminate grudges, hatred, and resentment. After every prayer, recite Surah Quraysh 3 times along with the Bismillah. While reciting and focusing with your heart, ask God to remove the power of malice and hatred from that person's heart and replace it with love. This act is only for permissible and positive purposes, not for wrong ones. My dear ones, success in telepathy depends greatly on one's power of imagination, focus, attention, and visualization. If the mind is distracted during the practice, it may take months. However, if the power of visualization is strong and one can fully bring the image of the person in question to mind, it is even possible to achieve results in a single day or a few hours. This is not merely reciting a few verses and breathing over someone. It requires heartfelt attention and the power of concentration. Just as one constantly feels their loved one in their mind and heart in true love, in this practice too, the visualization of the person must be so vivid that it is as if they are present before your eyes. In conclusion, permission to perform this act is granted to everyone for positive and legitimate matters. Whether for parents and children, spouses, fiancés, teachers, employees, officials, and all those who want to increase love and the influence of their words in people's hearts, you all have permission. Be sure to like the video, share it with your friends, and join us in this good deed.